looking for a new spot. I can't find anything under $4,000 in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
So that's obviously not true. Rent in Green Bay is about $1,000 a month on average. So, what does this person gain from lying to you about it? My name is Miranda Dunlap. I'm a reporter with Wisconsin Watch, and I actually live in Green Bay. Now, this person's account says his name is Jacob. It says he was born and raised here, and he's posted over 100 videos about the cost of living here, many with false numbers. With a team of researchers, we actually identified him as Connor Prince, raised in Connecticut, likely living in Los Angeles, and we found no proof that he's ever lived in Wisconsin at all. However, his LinkedIn says that he is a user generated content creator. If you don't know what that is, basically, brands pay people like him to make videos that feel like genuine opinions. But it gets even weirder. We found over a dozen accounts making nearly identical videos about the cost of living in other Wisconsin cities and in other battleground states. Some of the claims are true, some are misleading, and some, like Prince's, are just plain false. As for who could be behind these videos, that's where things get tricky. With researchers, we scoured campaign finance records and UGC job postings, but we didn't find any definitive link as to who, if anyone, is paying for these sorts of videos. But here's what we do know: hiring influencers seems to be a new political strategy. This New York Times report, for example, details how both parties are spending millions to pay creators to make videos that drum up support for their candidates. We also know that while the videos we found don't directly mention politics, they're very similar to videos in other states that have supported or criticized certain candidates in competitive elections. It's almost impossible to recognize this kind of content because it usually doesn't include any disclosures to tell you that it was paid for. In fact, it's so hard to find out who's behind this kind of content that this news outlet called it a secret paid influencer campaign. One political advertising expert told us that if these Green Bay videos were paid for, it could violate federal deceptive advertising rules for influencers to not disclose that. All of this raises some pretty big questions, but the biggest one for me being, how will this sort of undetectable political advertising influence our elections moving forward? You can read more about our deep dive into this kind of content at wisconsinwatch.org.